Yeah, I know I haven't done a video in a couple of days. I took a couple of days off working outside, as you can tell by my face. It's kind of red. Nothing really to report in the silver market except for today. Had a pretty strong showing, but gold had a better showing, so I actually bought the GLD today. I had to get out of the RTH because it looked like it just wouldn't fail. It looks like it might be getting ready for a breakout if the market moves higher, so I got out of my puts for a small loss. But the SLV and GLD definitely gave buy signals today, especially the GLD because it had a MACD crossover, which is supply and demand. So the demand crossed over the supply, so I expect prices to rise from here. About 100 shares of that. So I want to talk about, give you some perspective on the size of the silver and gold market compared to the money supply. So I can, let me hold this up. Let me hold this up here. If this is the money supply of the country, then the silver supply is about this. Compared to all the money that's out there, this might even be the size of the gold market, which is way bigger than the silver market. So that can give you just a little bit of this money comes into silver and gold. Guess what? We're talking about many times higher. So I don't know when I started this video. So it's a buy on gold. What else did I want to say? It looks like something's getting ready to hit the fan this summer. Looks like Pakistan might get taken over by the Taliban, and they can have access to the nukes. Not that those jokers are smart enough to launch anything, but they could force the people working there too. So that'll pretty much trigger some stuff. I own real silver. I get a lot of questions on whether I own real silver, and I do, of course. And I trade the market to try to produce more profits to buy more physical. It's been kind of slow this year, but I'm in gold now, and we're going to I haven't taken a profit since February, so we're looking for another profit here in May on gold. And we'll see if silver gives us a buy tomorrow. We'll go, and the mining stocks are kind of lagging behind. So they usually lead the market higher, but now they're just starting to turn up, and looks like they might lag for a little while. So anyway, we're watching some videos and waking up more and more on how much we're born into slavery, and I learned some interesting things. I guess when they when they took over, when they created America, they created the United States of America, which is just a corporation, and the president of the United States is literally the president of a corporation. That's it. Just like the president of eBay or the president of any other corporation. It just happens to be the biggest corporation. So they don't have any right to force anything on us at all. But what they did was, instead of having the law of the land, which is, you try and take my stuff and I shoot you, it was maritime law. We have maritime law. So, from the very time you're born, where do you come out of? You come out of, well, let me start with, when a ship pulls up to a harbor, it pulls up to a dock, right? A dock, and it has to give the harbor master a manifest certificate of what's on the boat. All right. And when you're born, you come down your mother's berth. The parking spot that the boat is parked in is called a berth, right? Well, when you come out of your mother's womb, you come down the birth canal. So maritime law applies to you the very moment you're born. And where do you come out of? You come out to a doctor. And same with the judge. The judge sits on a bench, and bench is Latin for bank. And what do the banks of the ocean do? The banks of the ocean control the current of the sea, the currency. So the banks control the currency. That's where that comes from. And the judge is just a referee in a big game, which is why they call it court, just like a basketball court or a tennis court, because it's a big game. And also I found out that as soon as you get your Social Security number, you're a ward of the state. They own you as a number now, and that's what you are to them, and they float a bond to start your Social Security payments. And what you don't know is that you can use that to pay off college tuition. You may talk to a lawyer, obviously, but that's basically, I'm learning, when you register your child at birth, it becomes a property of the state. You no longer can claim property on it when you register your kids. And when you apply for anything, you're begging for it. When you apply, you're saying, please give me this. You're begging like a little child. And so all these things we think of are normal, having to register our cars and have a driver's license and a Social Security number, these are all shackles. And since we've been dealing with them from birth, they just seem perfectly normal. So it's really going to take a lot of energy to wake up to just how imprisoned we are, just how enslaved we are. And I'm becoming more and more aware of just how enslaved we all are. So best idea I have is to own real silver, and get online and try to find these. In my last couple of videos, I gave some Google videos to watch, and I also found the anti-terrorist, and really starts making you think about just how, if you don't know your rights, then you have no rights. It's not like you're born with rights and they owe them to you. If you don't know about them, they'll take advantage of you. So that's why we have lawyers, a lot of them. So it's all about enslavement, and it looks like we are headed to an oligarchy. We're already in an oligarchy, and we need to get back to a republic. And democracy doesn't work. Democracy takes you from anarchy over to oligarchy, which is a small group of men controlling having a lot of power. So democracy is transitory, but we need to do America as a republic. When someone robs a bank and heads to the hills and you go and find them, and there's 35 posse members, and they say, well, let's be democratic about it and vote to hang him. Well, it's 35-1 because the guy who got caught doesn't want to be hanged, so it's 35-1, and they hang him. That's democracy. But if they vote to hang him 35-1, but the sheriff comes in, the sheriff is riding in and says, hold on a minute, this guy is entitled to due process and a fair trial. That's republic. That's why republic is better than democracy. Okay, so I can't remember the name of those videos that I watched. They were so cool. Now I can't remember what they were. I know I've tried to send them to people, but try and look up. Oh God, I can't remember what they are now. I'll try and find them and put them in my next video. But anyway, hang tight. Buy some silver. That's all I have to say for now. Hopefully it'll be a good day tomorrow, and we'll have a good reason to do another video. Of course, they're going to try and knock the price down again, but that's going to come. I think June, July, we're going to see the COMEX default, and it could be a big summer. It could be a big summer. So we're going to see these shenanigans come to an end. And if they try to confiscate gold or try to find you because you own gold, they're not going to look for people with silver, I don't think. So anyway, I'm blabbing. That's about it. Trouble in the world makes silver grow up. Deflation makes silver go up. If there's enough fear, inflation will definitely make silver go up. It's very underpriced. The demand has never been higher. It's the perfect setup. So load up. I guess that's going to be about it for now. I'll try and find those websites those videos I was talking about. So I'll actually have a couple: Bursting Bubbles of Government Deception, The Occult World of Commerce, and The Magnificent Deception. Look for those on Google Video and watch them. Really good. That's all. I'll try and find the other ones I have. But okay.